Hi there. My name is Matt Harwell, and I'm a coastal scientist and the manager of EPA's research laboratory in Newport on the campus of the Hatfield Marine Science Center. Welcome to our Marine Science Day web exhibit. In this exhibit, we have information about our facility and the research that we do, lots of pictures of us at work, and a handful of short videos about a number of science topics we work on. Most of our research is focused on the science needed to help protect coastal ecosystems and communities, although we do work on other science topics as well. For a lot of our work, we use a living laboratory approach, looking at our science questions in local Pacific Northwest settings, but working on issues that affect people across the globe. Our research focuses on studying the status and condition of coastal ecosystems, looking at how that connects to human health and human well-being. Our facility includes a range of different types of laboratory space, and we have access to flowing seawater, small, medium, and large experimental chambers, cutting-edge analytical instruments, boats, and even hovercraft. Our team includes researchers with a range of expertise in biology, ecology, environmental science, oceanography, statistics, and geophysics. Our team also includes excellent facility and administrative support members, and we often have the ability to work with students and early career scientists on short-term projects. Unfortunately, we live in a world where water pollution is a challenge. The sources of water pollution vary depending on where you are, but they can include things like erosion causing water to be cloudy from suspended dirt and sediments, wastewater contamination, such as that caused by human or animal wastes, eutrophication caused by excess nutrients, which may lead to harmful algal blooms, impaired water and sediments from toxic chemicals, and impacts from plastics and trash in our waters. As a result, efforts to clean water pollution can be expensive. Overall, most of our research is focused on this goal of achieving healthy waters. EPA researchers in Newport are doing a lot of work to study water quality. For example, we are using our decades of experience working in seagrass beds to better understand the effects of nutrients, temperature, and other co-occurring stressors on seagrasses, an important nursery and fishery habitat for many estuarine critters. We have also done recent research on methods to trace sources of nutrients and bacterial pollution, often associated with rainfall runoff and point sources of pollution. If you look at a problem in an estuary and you see elevated levels of nutrient or bacterial pollution, it can be a challenge to know where that pollution is coming from, and our researchers have been developing methodologies to untangle that. The third example is the use of innovative technologies to understand contamination of the groundwater. Just like medical science was really advanced when we went from just having X-rays to having CAT scans and MRIs, innovative technologies from the field of geophysics helps researchers understand what is going on below the surface. All of these are examples of local-scale science projects that are useful for how similar science is being done across the globe. In addition to studying the condition of and impacts to the coastal environment, we are also interested in understanding the benefits we get from nature. We call these ecosystem services. That is, what are those aspects of nature that give people benefits? Local examples of projects include looking at how salt marshes remove nutrient pollution and clean the water for us. In the second example, when we design an environmental restoration project, are there aspects of that restoration that can increase the benefits that people get from the environment? A final example looks to connect condition assessment, in this case characterizing suitable habitat for cockles, to thinking about a benefits of nature perspective. Here, a seafood production perspective. While these examples are local, the approaches we are using are relevant elsewhere, and EPA is helping lead the nation in ecosystem services science. The third focus of our research is on climate change. The effects of climate change are seen across the globe, and the Pacific Northwest is no exception. We are working on climate change issues with an eye to how we can transfer our approaches and findings to other coastal systems across the globe. We are looking at how climate change is affecting fisheries through changes in temperature, salinity, and habitat. We are also researching coastal acidification, identifying its causes and where it is occurring, both locally and around the nation. Finally, we also look at how coastal habitats, like coastal wetlands, can help with reducing impacts of climate change by capturing and storing carbon in the soils. And again, these approaches are local, but absolutely relevant at a global scale. We get excited about the scale of our impactful science. And that is more than just thinking about how our science has impacts at national and global scales. We are also excited about the impact we can make in nurturing the next generation of scientists. We work in classrooms, science fairs, and other showcases, such as Marine Science Day. We also have the opportunity to host undergraduate and graduate interns. How do we make our science directly relevant to people and helpful for solving problems? Our work understanding why ecosystems are changing focuses on untangling human actions from natural processes. We do this with an eye on the outcomes. Namely, we are developing and sharing methods and approaches on how changes in coastal environments are linked to changes in public health, our jobs, and our overall well-being. Finally, our research is being used by many types and at different levels of organizations, such as those listed at the bottom. Well, that's it for my introduction. Please stay and check out the rest of our exhibit, including our videos about some of our science topics. Thanks, everyone, and maybe next time we can meet in person.